Ensembles fiddle is the style which the Ensembles of Canada and Ensembles in the northern United States have developed to play the violin, solo and in folk ensembles. It is marked by the percussive use of the bow and percussive accompaniment. The Meti people blend First Nations, French, English, Celtic and other ancestry. Fiddles were introduced in this area by Scottish and French-Canadian fur traders in the early 1800s. Overview. The Ensembles are one of the Aboriginal peoples in Canada who trace their descent to mixed European and First Nations parentage. The term was historically a catch-all describing the offspring of any such union, but within generations the culture coalesced into what is today a distinct indigenous group with formal recognition equal to that of the Inuit and First Nations. Mothers were often Cree, Ojibwa, Algonquin, Suo, Menominee, Mi'kmaq, Maliseet. At one time, distinctions were made between French Ensembles and Anglo Ensembles, descended from Scottish fathers. Today these two cultures form a single Ensembles culture. Former names include Bois Brûlés, mixed bloods, half-breeds, Bungi, Black Scots and Jakartas. The Ensembles homeland includes regions scattered across Canada and parts of the northern United States. Almost 400,000 people self-identify as Ensembles in Canada. Most contemporary Ensembles are no more the direct result of First Nations and European intermarrying than English Canadians today are the direct result of intermingling of Saxons and Britons. The majority of Ensembles who currently self-identify are the result of Ensembles intermarrying with other Ensembles. Over the past century, many Ensembles are thought to have been assimilated into European Canadian populations, making Ensembles heritage more common than generally realized. Geneticists estimate that 50% of today's population in Western Canada have Aboriginal blood, and therefore would be genetically classified as Ensembles. There is controversy over who qualifies as Ensembles. Unlike First Nations people, there is no distinction between status and non-status Ensembles. The legal definition is not yet fully developed. S.35 of the Constitution Act 1982 mentions of the Ensembles. David Chartron was interviewed in a 2006 documentary by John Barnard, and emphasizes that the Ensembles fiddle tradition is an oral tradition which cannot be taught in school. Ensembles fiddling was analyzed by ethnomusicologist Lynn Whidden in the film. She documented that the meter can vary from measure to measure and is very percussive. Players use the feet and jerk up on the bow to enable a very sharp bite. Some players play fiddle in a modernized Ensembles style, which incorporates Celtic country pop influences. Noble plays Celtic rock fusion in the Sierra Noble Trio, with Ariel Posen on guitar and Bruce Jacobs on bass. In a note on Ensembles music, Whidden emphasizes the French chanson and Indian derivation of the style, noting that they overlap and have become indistinct. She demonstrates this theme as infusing lyrics as well as in the song Red Jagen's Shoes White Man's Shoes. I ain't red nor am I white, I've been like this for all of my life. Citing personal communications, she indicates that nearly everyone in the community played an instrument. Gatherings were usually in homes, because of the lack of large buildings. However, she also refers to weekly dances, forms times, the styles documented are European, polka, waltz, two-step, schottish, jig and square dance. However, the steps intermingle with First Nations dances. The chord progressions use complex harmonic structures, abandoning the IIVVI progression of European-derived tunes. Audience hand clapping, foot stomping and dancing create an oral accompaniment. Repertoire. The central defining tune is Red River Jig, which is not actually a jig but rather a reel. A local anecdote relates that the way to drive a METI's crazy is to nail his moccasins to the floor and play the Red River Jig. The dancing involves prominent footwork as in Irish dance and has been brought to a high level of dexterity. Corey Poitras demonstrates simultaneous fiddle playing and jigging at METI's crossing in a 2007 video clip available online. According to Liederman, this is the same as the Le Grande Giguet Simple or Le Granja in Quebec, which is also found in Cajun playing. Other repertoire she identifies include Arkansas Traveler, Drops of Brandy, and Devil's Reel. Other dances include duck dance, square dance and Drops of Brandy. METI's style fiddle players: John Arkand, Sierra Noble, Calvin Valra, Andy DeJarlis, Michael Audit, Reg Bouvet, Jamie Fox from Hayes, Montana, Brad Chugmoran from Hayes, Montana.